everyone. I'm Andrea Jackson.
Hi, I'm Mitch English. We're welcoming you to our show. We call it Daily Flash. So glad to have you along here. We always have fun. We love having you along with that fun, of course. You remember a couple of weeks ago, there was a huge earthquake out in California, in San Diego?
Yes.
And this kind of got didn't talk too much about it, but nature to me is just, it's incredible. And you think that there needs to be some kind of connection. We don't know a lot. We need to learn more and more about animals and that sort of thing. So right before the earthquake came, did you hear about this?
Yes.
The elephants at the San Diego Zoo.
The Safari Park.
The Safari Park, which is kind of closer to a little further north.
Yeah, North County, San Diego.
Yeah, San Diego, by Escondido, where I used to live. Anyway, the elephants, before the earthquake, get in a circle. And
around the baby.
And there's a baby right there in the middle. It protected it. It's called an alert circle. And obviously, you're talking about elephants, they can sense earthquakes before they actually happen.
Crazy.
And what we don't know so much about nature, isn't that crazy that they knew about that? We just got to keep our eye on the elephants, I guess, if an earthquake's coming.
Right. Now, I saw this on social media, so I can't verify, but apparently this story has been legit and verified elsewhere. With regard to the Titanic. Apparently there was a cat on the Titanic. Did you hear about this story?
No, I didn't.
This cat on the Titanic had kittens, and it was very familiar with the crew that worked down near the boiler room. Right before the Titanic was about to set sail, the guy said he saw the cat get up, take all of her kittens one by one out to the dock and left. And he's like, if that cat knows something, I'm off the boat too. And he got off the boat.
Whoa.
And then fast forward, we all know what happened with the Titanic.
Jack.
Now, again,
is it a black cat?
Black and white. Black and white.
I gotta be a black cat.
Again, if that's true, then clearly that cat must have had a sense of
It's like in Florida when the hurricanes start showing up, all the birds take off.
Yes.
They leave.
Well, that's
That is
so.
true.
It gets real quiet.
It's real quiet.
And then, like, like in Indiana, a tornado comes or whatever, even in Oklahoma, the sky turns green. But we know those things. But even with the animals kind of picking up on that in nature, and they're so used to it. And you think about all the things that elephants are, especially like at a zoo and stuff, they're used to cars and that kind of thing. But to know that they need to protect their young, and that's even cooler, is that they protect their young.
And wasn't that kind of the case with the tsunami off the coast of
Yeah,
Thailand?
I
Remember
remember,
all the
yeah.
animals started making a run for it before it even arrived, and people are like, why are all these animals running in the opposite direction?
So we go to our new doctor, Dr. Doolittle. Tell us, what do the animals think?
The animals think we dumb. They take it off. They're like, hey, stupid humans that ruin the earth. We're gonna go that way, so y'all can get eaten up by the earth.
They know more than we do.
I used my yearly Dr. Doolittle joke
You
on
did.
it just now.
Thank you.
Is
I
that it?
appreciate that. That didn't
I
torment.
can't use it anymore.
That wasn't why the therapy I
Do
had
you
in high
get a
school.
complimentary
everything was-
Christmas one?
Not at all.
No.
My name's Mitch growing up, so I don't want to hear it, okay? What I was called. All right?
Good.
Wait, what was it?
You could figure it out.
Well,
Yes.
it was an animal, so you should figure it out.
Childhood trauma.
An 18-year-old with a near-perfect GPA was rejected by 15 colleges, founded a business that made $30 million bucks in its first year, but that is not enough to woo college counselors these days. Despite a perfect GPA, he got a big fat no from 15 out of the 18 colleges that he applied to. The 18-year-old who started a business that made $30 million bucks during its first year said he was shocked at the lack of response. He says that he learned to code by age 7. He was teaching other kids how to code when he was 10, and he launched an app by the time he turned 12. In his junior year of high school, he created an app that calculates how many calories are in a meal by snapping a photo.
That's incredible.
He thinks he will go to one of these 3 colleges he was finally accepted from that made an offer to him, although he's not sure how long he's going to stay enrolled. Is he going to pull a Mark Zuckerberg and drop out? Is that
well, he never started, so I guess he
that
doesn't
is
have
right.
to. But
Yeah.
even still, I appreciate the fact that he wants to learn more. But
Yes.
we've lamented about how kids, they need to learn a trade. I think that's just where it comes down to. And they also say, don't be afraid of AI taking your job. Be afraid of the person that knows how to program AI to take your job, because they're going to get your job. Count on that.
Be that person.
Be that person, indeed.
Yes.
We wanted you to be the person that joins us when we are returning. We can do that right after this quick commercial break, right?
DailyFlashShow.com. You miss a minute, you miss a lot.
That's
You
for
can
sure.
check us out on the web. We're back right after this.